Alright, back with the witness, the post end, or well, secret end, I guess. We're gonna be over here leads to the end of the game. We already did this last time. And I thought that we were done with the game. Well, I knew we weren't done with the game, but I thought that I was done with the game. But then somebody pointed out that I had gotten all 11 lasers and that there is a thing that you can do in that case, and they said that it was probably very much worth streaming. The problem, though, is that I do not know how these triangles work, and I don't think any amount of, like, this is not a trial and error game. They were supposed to be teaching me how the orange triangles worked, and I could go back and, like, I've already looked at them, right? I've already looked at the triangle puzzles and knew that it was trying to teach me how to do them, and I never figured it out. I might just Google this. I don't think there's any way, like, the fact that they're at all of the corners makes me, like, I don't know. I'm sure there's no way that I'm gonna just figure it out. Let's be hyper honest about that. I don't think there's a way. I'm gonna go back and look at like one or two of them. We're not gonna spend more than like. Actually, why don't I just load? I'm gonna load a different game, one where I'm already outside. But it should be a later one. Load an earlier save so I don't have to walk all the way out of the mountain. I don't know that I'm going to remember. I remember where, like, two of them are. One of them I know is on the roof of... over here, right? In fact, it was the first one that I found. Is there a stairway? You would think I would know this map a little bit better by now. I don't. So this was the very first one that I found. And at the time I had guessed that it was like, oh, okay, there's a triangle here. It wants me to cross the line that's one in front of it. Because if I go like that, it says okay. If I go like that, it says no, violated. If I go behind it, it says no. If I go like this, that says okay. If I mean, there's not a whole lot of intentionally, they were like, we're not going to put a whole lot of combinations on here. Look at all of the routes that are closed off so that you understand, given the choice between this, like, no matter how many different ways you go behind it, doesn't work. Going in front of it doesn't work. Still doesn't work. Still doesn't work. And as long as you go like this, you're fine. No matter how you do it. There was one that had two, right? One that had two orange arrows. I think it was in the village. I think I know where. So at least I didn't forget that detail. I was actually correct about that. that I don't remember any of them violating that rule. You can't cross directly in front of one orange arrow. I want to say it was in this building. Which one? Right here somewhere, right? There was one that... Did it disappear? There was one here. In fact, maybe this was the very first one that I found. And this actually appears to be... not quite exactly the same puzzle, but very close. There you go. Yes, that's okay. That is okay. Anything you want to do, as long as you start like that, is okay. Going behind, forget it. Going like that, forget it. Even going like this, I don't think so. I'm gonna do that, not a chance. There was another one though. I thought maybe there was one on the ground out here. Is there one? There's a dog statue at the end here. Was there also one next to this? No. I almost feel like I should have taken a screenshot of the other puzzle I was just looking at, so I can refer back to it later, maybe. Where was there one more? I wish I knew where the double orange was, but I'm not going to be able to just walk around and find it. I don't think. It might have been in the castle area. There also might have been one in the underground sun reflection area, whatever that's called. It is kind of like, I think one of the big missteps that they could have made is explaining the whole, like, what is this, right? This game doesn't really need a narrative. It's fine that it's just weird. I don't have to know, like, were these people originally and they turned to stone? Were they all statues to begin with? Who made this island? Who made these puzzles? None of that really matters. It would be beside the point for them to answer that. I don't think I know where there's another one. So perhaps we will just load and try to... Let's see. There's no way that I can possibly brute force it. Because I just don't even have... I have the slightest hint of how it's supposed to work, right? Actually, now the more that I think about it now, the more I'm like, I don't want to look it up. I want to figure it out myself, but... Oh, I know where one of them was. One of them I had to go, I don't think I had to take the boat, but I had to walk along the shore of the sandy area by the sun. But yeah, as far as... I didn't go through this with any kind of expectation that who I am or where I am or anything like that would be explained at the end. It isn't really an explaining game. I got this one right. Wait. Can you also get the side one? Well, I guess it doesn't matter if I do it here because I'm not saving this. This is a dead save. Oh, that's how you get down there. That might be a door that I never unlocked on the old one. DP Arcade. Hey. So it is great. So, here it is. But this is pretty much the same as the other one. So what I'm doing is I did finish the game, right? I have all 11 lasers, and I want to unlock the whatever that bonus area is inside the mountain, but I don't know how these things work. And so I came back out, and I'm trying to explore and find them again and figure... like, the only thing I've got so far is that if there's one orange triangle, you have to pass, you can't go behind it, right? And you can't go directly in front of it. You have to go out like this. And then you can do whatever you want afterward. But that does not help me solve the final puzzle. Yeah, they're... like... every other thing in the game, they've been really good about teaching you gradually and making you feel like figuring out how to do the puzzle is part of the puzzle. Like, figuring out the rules of the puzzle, I mean, not figuring out the solution. Figuring out the solution is hard, but figuring out the rule is also a challenge. And this is one that I think it's beat me on. I understand, I think, what happens when you have one yellow arrow. I don't know what you do when there's 3 in one box, so I don't know what to do with the final puzzle. And I may have to get help with it. I'm fine with being defeated because it was and I also don't remember if I ever went in this door. I'm gonna open it. Even though I'm sure, in fact, I'm sure I never went in this door. So I'll have to come back and do this one too, but I'm going to do it on my real save, the one where I have already gotten everything done. This was another one that I loaded just so that I wouldn't have to walk back out of the mountain. So let's do that. Let's go back to our 429. And this right here, where there's a whole bunch that have 3. And some of them are at the edge here. And it doesn't flash to tell me which ones are being violated. And even if I find a solution, I'm not going to know what it is. I have to make a... See, this would seem to... Okay, 1, 2, 3, right? No, wait. If it's 1, you would have to cross here. So here's 2, here's 3. But now I'm crossing behind that one. Do you happen to know? I don't know if you could go ahead and give me a hint on how I do the orange triangles. Like, I would like to see some of the other puzzles, but this specific puzzle, what the orange triangle mechanic is, has eluded me. And I know that there was one of these puzzles that I found that had 2 orange triangles, and I solved it, but I don't remember the solution, and I don't remember where it is. So I don't remember what it was trying to teach me. I mean, I suppose I could watch all of my videos on fast forward and look for the point where I found it. What is that noise? I thought that was a noise from me walking around. The fact that there's a light here also is a little weird. I don't know if his hand has something to do with it. Can I travel up his pen? No. Do I have to use part of his body to block part of the puzzle? No, that's never been how we do things. No. Yeah, I guess I'm right. See, here's the problem too. If I go and look, I don't know how to look this up without potentially spoiling the rest of the stuff. Rich, it's a chimichanga sort of day. I need to know what 3 orange things means. I left this area and went and looked at the other puzzles that I remember. I went and looked at the orange puzzles, or the orange triangle puzzles that I remembered where they were. And from that, like, they taught me nothing. They didn't teach me anything. I don't know how to do this. Yeah, I do. Oh, I assumed that you knew. I assumed you already knew. I assume that you know everything, Rich. See, here's the problem. If you look it up, you're gonna find the solution, but I don't know if you'll... Like, if I had the solution to this puzzle, it would not help. I need to know what the symbol means. You got like 4 areas done. I thought you like watched this competitively. I assume that you watch all games. Actually, that reminds me. Have you played or watched Ghost Trick Phantom Detective? Because that is one of my favorite games. I'm not going to play it on Steam because it's, I've already beaten it. But it's kind of like Phoenix Wright, but the court puzzles are replaced with, time-ish, like, replaced with a different sort of puzzle. And it's by the same team that did many of the Phoenix Wright games. Yeah, this is a symbol. The orange triangle is a symbol that has only appeared on the random little things that show up. Like, you walk around and you get to some area, like maybe it's a little off the path, and there'll be a thing that looks just like what he has, and there's a smaller grid, like one that's maybe just this size, or maybe it was 4x4. No, it's like 3x3. They're tiny grids, like that big, and there's an orange triangle on there, and you go, well, it worked. I did it. The only thing that I could figure out, because they always had just one triangle on them, and you beat them by going like this. You had to not cross here, but you had to cross here. This is how you unlock the 11 laser bonus section. The only way to, when I came through here before, this was not lit up. He was just looking at a black square. And then I went on and beat the game over there. And then afterwards I was like, okay, talk spoilers to me. What else is there? And somebody said, go up and you've got all 11 lasers, so flick the other thing that's on the bottom of the box. I'm like, oh, okay. And then when you come down here, he's looking at this puzzle. And it's obvious that they never had a section that taught you how to do orange triangles. But they expect that you figured it out from the little hidden ones all over the place. And I did not. And I cannot. I did beat the game. This is extra. Somebody, I don't remember who it was, but somebody was like, it's worth doing this last area. He's like, if you already unlocked it, it is worth doing the last area on stream. Did I already listen to this one?
In any case, our 3-days-old infant cannot be very confident of any interpretation it puts on a universe which it only discovered a minute or two ago. We have said it has 70 years of life before it, but in truth, its expectation of life would seem to be nearer to 70,000 years.
What?
Maybe puzzled, distressed, and often irritated at the apparent meaninglessness and incomprehensibility of the world to which it has suddenly wakened up. But it is still very young. Might travel half the world over before finding another baby as young and inexperienced as itself.
I did not. I went back to the first area. I never found a place where you could use the sun as a circle.
Understand everything. Sooner or later, the pieces of the puzzle must begin to fit together. Although, it may reasonably be doubted whether the whole picture can ever be comprehensible to one.
I knew that there had to be some. I've been saying that the whole game. I'm like, there's the sun. It's awfully round.
1928.
See, I don't want to walk. I don't want to walk out until after I go and do all this, and then I'll walk out. And then, actually, can I call the boat from here? That would be awfully handy. I cannot. Alright, so I guess for lack of anything else to do, I will go ahead and exit this area. Because I did find one door that I'm sure I never opened. because it's a fairly complex puzzle. I imagine there's going to be a hexagon code behind there. I also, so I don't know whether you ever go on my YouTube and look at my old videos there, but I am like 3 weeks behind uploading things to YouTube because I am incredibly stubborn, right? The Witness 1, right? My first video that I did on it, I uploaded it and they were like, copyright, because the hexagon video is a BBC video that the video is blocked. So I'm like, oh, okay, I don't really do video editing other than just cutting off the beginning and end, but I'll just go ahead and blur that out. It was like, by the way, there's actually no free video editor software for Windows that allows you to blur a section of a video. And I'm like, that's not real. I can find one. I've been looking everywhere. Every single utility that I can find either is supposed to be able to do it, but can't. Like, I can't figure out how to do it, or it's just not possible, or they want you to pay for it. I had no idea that there were there's open source software that you have to pay for. I'm like, I had never heard of that before. Oh, wait, is there one in here? Is there a... No, there was just a hexagon code. I thought maybe another one of the orange triangle things was. But yeah, there's open source software that, because it includes codecs or whatever that you know, are not free. It's like, yeah, it's open source, but like, you still have to pay for it. So I have one more thing to try. I was like, I'm not going to download Blender because that's really complicated. It's mostly used for doing 3D modeling, but I guess you can also do 2D animation or 2D editing with it. And I'm like, fine, I'll install Blender and learn how to use that so I can blur a guy's face for a minute. Like, I could just cut that segment out, or I could put a black box over his face, but I'm being stubborn because now I refuse to accept that this is real life. Alright, so you got that for me. I appreciate that. I will use that explanation once you've typed it all out, and once I go back in there. So originally in the beginning area, the sun right here? No. Somewhere at the beginning, Rich thinks that I can use the sun. Oh, did I ever get this one? There's triangles here. I didn't get this one, did I? I never got this one, but there's triangles. Which is why it doesn't work. These... Look at... Sneaky game. There are probably so many more of these. How delightful. That was not it. This way? Uh-oh. Why not? Game, I just said you were delightful. Don't ruin it. further back? No. I did want that. I did want you to, I have to assume this is the thing that looks like a pole. This gigantic thing that has no other function. Is there something else that looks like a pole? Besides this? Stand like underneath the pole. Combine the sun and the clear pole? No. No, I tried. It doesn't even give like the little glow like, oh, you're close. Am I getting memed? I think you're rusing me here. Oh, look at this. Wait, did I already knew this. Never mind. I don't remember what that goes to, but I already knew that there were 2 ways to complete that, right? Yes, that way unlocks the door. The other way opened up like a secret passage. Well, not secret, but opened up whatever's outside. Oh, get out of here. You can only do it while the force field is active. Really? Well, I mean, if that's the case, I could just deactivate this, right? Nope. Would they really do that? Would they put in a thing that you can only do, like a thing that gets ruined by progress? That doesn't seem fair. Did that used to glow? Is that the deal? Anyway, ooh, see, here's the ending to this. So what's the deal? How do I connect it to that? Do I need to spill some lemonade on the floor? Really? That's weird. I don't know if I like that. That gives it like a... There's no way to 100% the game on your first playthrough, because obviously you're not going to know to do this, right? You're not going to know to do these things, so you have to reset the game in order to beat it, in order to like truly 100% complete it, unless somebody like tells you how to do it beforehand. I don't know if I like that. Stop ruining my opinion of you, game. Alright, so I will go I'll go do 2 things now. One is going to be go down by the beach and solve that one that I never solved. And then we'll go into the mountain. Whoops. Then we'll go back into the mountain and use Rich's solution and hope that makes the rules regarding orange triangles clear. Oh wait, he says. I'm waiting. Well, I guess I'm not waiting. I'm running back and forth. I'm gonna stare at this until you say something. Here's a vid that explains how to close the gate. Okay. I thought that just depowering it would do it, but maybe not. need to do a wrong solution? What is this? What? Hang on. How do we get there? There's no way to get over. Hold on. It's exploring time. You can repower the force field? Okay. This leads all the way around down here. Well, well, well. Alright, nope. Nope. Okay. And see, here's another one of these. Ready? There's the solution. But why? Why can't I do this? Bwah. Why can't I do this? Bwah. This is the only way to do it. And a thing.
Of all the communities available to us, there's not one I would want to devote myself to, except for the Society of True Searchers, which has very few living members at any time. Albert Einstein, 1924.
Pretty memey to have a quote actually be by Albert Einstein. Something about these random puzzles you find all over the world. Oh, there's a line puzzle for the castle from the boat. I didn't think the boat could... Oh, of course it can come around this way. Interesting. Yeah, spoiler embargo is pretty much gone at this point. Go ahead and tell me. Repower this. I didn't actually look at your video. I'm wondering if I can just do this incorrectly. Right. That does not repower the force field. They literally do nothing. Do you even get an achievement? I suppose maybe, because there's only 2 achievements for this game, so maybe the second achievement is just get to the end of the 11 laser section. Alright, so I didn't actually watch your video on how to repower the force field. I guess I'll have to do that. Oh wait, it's specifically that? Hang on. But why? With no explanation? No, it's in the trees or something, right? There's some kind of nonsense like... I don't know how you're supposed to figure it out, but I actually almost had it. So it's like this, and here, and that, and that. That repowers the force field. Okay. Whoa! I didn't think you were special. That's bizarre. See, now I want to know. Now I want to know. How are you supposed to know that? How are you supposed to get that? Is there a secret anywhere? Oh, I wonder if, like, if you find it at the end of the 11 laser thing, and now I'm cheating. So far, nobody seems to have found anything that changes in-game after completing the environmental puzzles other than the obelisk changing white and the lake fountains going full height, one for each obelisk, as happens when you complete individual obelisks. Nothing extra for doing all of them. That's okay. I'm okay with that. But am I going through here illegitimately? Is this not okay? I'm gonna wait. I don't know what that is. All right, I'm gonna. Man, it freaking saved it on me too. I don't want that. Did I, like, lose the other save? Where is it? Can I no longer... Oh, man. What did you do to me? Alright, I guess I'm walking through here then.
Ever in my life have I sought thee with my songs. It was they who led me from door to door, and with them I have felt about me, searching and touching my world.
Okay.
It was my songs that taught me all the lessons I ever learned. They showed me secret paths. They brought before my sight many a star on the horizon of my heart. They guided me all the day long to the mysteries of the country of pleasure and pain. And at last, to what palace gate have they brought me in the evening at the end of my journey?
Look at this. Okay, that actually explains how the triangles work. That actually explains it. It's somebody trying to figure out how to do it, and I think I see what it is. You need to touch that square on a certain no. Yes, that's exactly it. Okay, so I'm not going to use Rich's solution, which he was very kind to go and get for me at my request. That creeped me out. I wasn't expecting this picture to be moving. This whole game is one big creep out. What is this? I've never seen that place. Some pillows and junk. Nice view. This symbol everywhere.
The core development team of The Witness was comprised more or less as follows. Design and generally steering the ship, Jonathan Blow. Programming, Ignacio Castaño, Salvador Belmurciano, Andrew Smith. Modeling and texturing, Luis Antonio, Orshi Spaniel, Eric A. Anderson.
It's not a very long list of credits.
Additional contributions in modeling by
That's why.
Shannon Galvin, Alex Hayworth, Andrea Blazic, Eric Urquhart, and David Hellman. Additional contributions in programming by Casey Miratori, Andrew Heenick, Nicholas Ray.
I'll have to do that. I'll go back and redub every stream that I've ever done in Angel's voice. So what is that I am steadily creeping toward? I see more puzzles.
Special thanks to Jeff Roberts, Daniel Massio.
Is that a puzzle? Are you a puzzle? I don't know that there are going to be any puzzles that I can only solve from this. That would seem really cheap. That doesn't seem like a thing that they would do. To go, yeah, you can see this line puzzle, but the only way to get there is to get to the secret ending. All of these things is where everybody's sitting watching me. Are these all of my Twitch viewers? Rich, is this your house? Is this where you live? Oh.
In-house playtesting by Francis Dooling, Michael Calandra, Timothy Steen. Thanks to our friends who helped playtest. Daniel Ben-Mergui, Mark Ten Bosch,
You're in the wine
Vi
cellar.
Hart,
Rich is right around the corner.
Chris Hecker,
Ah.
Brian Moriarty, Chris Butcher, Aaron Robinson,
The game is up, Moriarty.
Jeff Roberts, Juan Chun.
Was there a way to get back there? It was.
Special thanks to our friends at Sony. Nick Sutner, Adam Boyes, Justin Massengill, Alessandro Bevenzi.
So much work went into making this game look really nice. Look at that. I mean, this ought to be a wallpaper. Oh. Weird perspective here. Weird everything. Another puzzle. Oops. I might have even missed another. Well, no. That would have been obvious. Alright, let's go faster. Run headlong into the static? Whoa. This is. For a moment, it reminded me of, like, Antechamber. Creepy gate. Alright, I have control over the controls anymore. It was all a dream. Now it makes sense. Now the whole game makes sense. I was dreaming. I was dreaming, and I'm a programmer who lives in a... Oh, okay. It was the Matrix. Never mind. Not a dream. It was the Matrix. It was Inception. It was Rick and Morty. It was a Neil Breen film. The screen says, "Welcome back."
I can't do it if you're watching. If you
Hey, Kaylee.
just turn around. All right. Can't do it if you're leering at me. It's creepy.
We're watching I guess like the secret credit scene. Rip. Our legs are atrophied because we've been in there for 9 years. This is Metal Gear Solid 5. Every game is Metal Gear Solid. Red Neo World Program. I need a truth bullet. How long does this go on for? The Mechanical Universe and Beyond. Wow, the physics in this game are so realistic. It's just like real life. I'm surprised my computer can handle it. I wonder if that was an actual working light switch that used the puzzle, because that would be pretty funny. I imagine it's not, though. Tapping the circle, like, is this a puzzle? The cat dish on the floor, is that a puzzle? Alright, where's Dave Chappelle with the wrap it up? Come on. Come on. That's enough of that. Let's get to the point. Yeah, well, it's funny when it happens in, like, New York City, right? I mean, a nice place in New York City costs about $100,000 a month. I'm not sure that this is in New York City. Hey, Jahan. We're actually not playing the game right now. This is the ending. This is the secret ending, apparently. Like, I kind of get what they're dragging it out a bit, but it's fun how we're walking around a natural space that you would think nothing of, but because we just played the game, everything looks like a puzzle. There were tiles on the floor. We keep seeing circles. Spider web on there, don't touch it. Sitting down, so hopefully this is a home video from Hitan. My place doesn't look like this. It would be such a waste, though. Like, I have no appreciation for anything. Like that whole garden with the running water and it's dripping, and the game closes. My 2,000 sub stream special, I would find a way to have a special. We would have a special event if that happened. Alright, so we're Undertale, so the game closed on me. Hey, Zach. Alright, so now I assume I can just, like, power back down. Alright. That still doesn't explain this, right? It also, I don't understand how we got the force field back, but I suppose it doesn't matter. Maybe the solution is somewhere in here, or it's somewhere else, but doesn't matter. Alright, we did that. Now we're on our way down to the beach. Necropara. Rich, I will stream the entire Necropara trilogy if I get 2,000 subs. There, I said it. You have it on video that I have said that I will do that. Yeah, 2,000 subs would be $5,000 a month, 60,000 a year. I would happily I would do a 24-hour Necropara stream. Unthinkable that somebody could make that amount of money streaming. And there are people who do. I gotta find the stairs again. I have seen like a minute of Necropara. I hopped into Cherno's stream one time. Okay, so this is the deal. I guess... How does one go about solving this? These need to be negating something. I'm going to assume that this is going to be connected to those three, and we're going to have a legitimate 3 thing right there. I'm, for the moment, just going to, like... I mean, this doesn't work. We start at the end and work backwards. They keep getting worse in the boundary pushing. Even more funny and degenerate. I mean...
I will not falter.
Unfortunately, it doesn't sound like the alert is going off, but thank you, Rich. I do appreciate that. I will find... I'm not going to play Nekopara, but I will find some way to thank you. Why did it not... It didn't play the music. I also do really need to have an emote. I think what I might end up doing, actually... I kind of just thought of this. Alright, so I had been thinking about having my character from Final Fantasy XIV, which nobody on this stream knows what she looks like, but just having, 3 faces of hers for the emote. But one of them could be her wearing the cat hoodie, right? Right? That I think that's what we're gonna go with for my subscriber emote. For the basic one. I now have to think of a plan for this. We can, like... How is this even gonna work? How do we... Hold on. I'm just gonna do this even though it's wrong. How... It's gonna have to be like this, right? Okay, we figured that much out. It's gonna have to be like that. Oh, is this... No.
I will not falter.
And Zach! Zach, you didn't have to do that. You don't even watch Twitch, do you? I know you don't. Thank you though. I appreciate it. And I did hear the alert that time, so I guess the alert was working. Zach is a real life friend. He's somebody that I used to work with. So, something like this is close. It's just I have to... Alright, let's not start there. Let's... Oh, we kind of have... Like, if I go like this, blah, 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 blah... Oh, no. 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 Bleh. Something like this, right? We just have to do it right. Alright, that's the new plan. The new plan is to do the puzzle correctly. Oh, but I can't... This is necessarily going to end up on the... Out. See, there's no way to do it like this. It can't be along the side. It can't be like this. It has to. This is guaranteed. No, didn't you say 2000? It was 2,000, not 200. Don't put false numbers in here. 2,000. Well, I guess it wasn't you that said it. It was Zach. But 2,000 subs. Although for 200, we'll think about it. Okay, fine. For 2,000 or 200 subs, I'll do it. No matter what I do here, that's gonna end up on the outside. So, what if we do it like this? Even this is no good. They put this and this exactly far enough away so that I know that that's not a solution. Just combining the two of them and then erasing those. No 30... Did I miss the other 1,900 subs? It's possible. It's possible that they snuck right by me. I'm never going to be able to concentrate on this puzzle. Alright, I keep trying going up first. Let's go down here first. I can't do like this and then... No, I tried this. Yeah, there's very little I can do with that. What if we were like... That would need to go up. No, there's no way. No. No matter what, these end up on opposite sides. Oh, plus I missed 2 up there, but that doesn't matter. 63-hour stream. Alright, this is I've been playing the game for like an hour and a half now, but this is the first thing that I've had to do that actually resembled a puzzle. I think... The real puzzling thing is this double blue up here. How do I include it with the rest? That at least got those together. What am I doing? Oh, this is almost it. Oh, you just had 70? You were 68? But, well, I guess it doesn't take that long, right? I guess not. I underestimated just how much freaking experience you get from crafting leaves. I should totally just get all of my crafters to 70 right away. Like, even if it means buying stuff. Like, there's no... I don't have to grind, like, 80 stacks of freaking lumber. If I can just turn things in and get a 10th of a level from it. And like everyone else in existence, I had 100 guild leaves when Stormblood launched. Alright, all I need to do is include that last little bit. But you can't. Oh, I can. I can. Watch. I just go up and then down at the beginning. I just gotta plan this out. It's... Oops. Oh, I did everything right except for the beginning. It was supposed to be up and then straight down. Okay. Hexagon. 6 awesome angles. Dun dun do 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 do. That's not how this works. Do 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 do. Sketch sketch. Dun 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 do 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 do. Today he did a puzzle. Sure did. Starts there. Goes up and around. Do 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 do. Now, so far, none of the hexagon videos have been terribly compelling. I have not. The first one was mildly okay. The next 2 were not. And I totally understand the triangle puzzle. Now that we went into that secret area where it showed someone sketching, trying to solve a puzzle that had multiple different triangles, I absolutely understand it. So what do we do? Let's watch the hexagon video and be upset. In that order. And then we're going in. We're going into the mountain and doing the 11 lasers. We're going until we're done with that, by the way. No designated end to the stream. We're just going to keep going. Did we do the mountain puzzle? No, I left there in order to go do the thing at the beginning with the sun. But that's where we're headed back to now. As soon as we watch the... Oh, it's in the wind. No, it's faster to go this way. Did I never... Are you serious? that I didn't do. I've done this. I did this. I did it on camera and everything. Didn't I? You know what? I don't think I did. Alright, everybody, brace yourselves. Starting from here, go like this.
And so, by a backhanded, upside-down argument, was predicted that there is in carbon a level at 7.82 million volts, and then experiments in the laboratory with carbon show indeed that there is. And therefore, the existence in the world of all these other elements is very closely related to the fact that there is this particular level in carbon. But the position of this particular level in carbon seems to us, after knowing the physical laws, to be a very complicated accident of 12 complicated particles interacting. So I wish to illustrate by this example that an understanding of the physical laws doesn't give you an understanding in a sense of understanding the significance of the world in any way. The details of real experience are very far often from the fundamental laws. There are, in a way of speaking in the world, we have a way of discussing the world which you could call, we discuss it at various hierarchies or levels. Now, I don't mean to be very precise, there's a level, there's another level, and another level, but I will indicate by describing a set of ideas to you, just one after the other, what I mean by hierarchies of ideas. For example, at one end, we have the fundamental laws of physics. Then we invent other terms for concepts which are approximate, who have, we believe, the ultimate explanation in terms of the fundamental laws. For instance, heat. Heat is supposed to be the jiggling, and it's just a word for a hot thing, is just a word for a mass of atoms which are jiggling. For that, fundamentally, we should think of the atoms jiggling. But for a while, if we're talking about heat, we sometimes forget about the atoms jiggling. Just like when we talk about the glacier, we don't always think of the hexagonal ice snowflakes which originally fell. Another example of the same thing is a salt crystal. Looked at fundamentally, it's a lot of protons, neutrons, and electrons. But we have this concept, salt crystal, which carries a whole pattern already of fundamental interactions, or idea like pressure. Now, if we go higher up from this, in another level, we have properties of substances like refractive index, how light is bent when it goes through something, or surface tension, the fact that the water tends to pull itself together, is described by a number. I remind you that we have to go through several laws down to find out that it's the pull of the atoms and so on, but we still say surface tension, and don't worry when we're discussing surface tension of the inner workings, always. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Go on, up in the hierarchy. With the water, we have the waves, and we have a thing like a storm. We have a word for storm, which represents an enormous mass of phenomena. Or sunspot, or star, which is an accumulation of things. And it's not worthwhile always to think of it way back. In fact, we can't, because the higher up we go, we have too many steps in between, each one of which is a little weak, and we haven't thought them all through yet. If we go up in this hierarchy of complexity, we get to things like frog, or nerve impulse, which you see is an enormously complicated thing in the physical world, involving an organization of matter in a very elaborate complexity. And then we go on, we come to things, words, and concepts like man, and history, or political expediency, and so forth, which is a series of concepts that we use to understand things at an ever higher level. And going on, we come to things like evil, and beauty, and hope. Now, which end is nearer to the ultimate creator, or the ultimate? So if I make a religious metaphor, which end is nearer to God? Beauty and hope, or the fundamental laws? I think that the right way, of course, is to say that the whole structural interconnections of the thing is the thing that we have to look at, and that the sequence of hierarchy, that all the sciences and all the efforts not just the sciences, but all the efforts of intellectual kind, are to see the connections of the hierarchies is to connect beauty to history, is to connect history to man's psychology, the man's psychology to the working of the brain to the neural impulse to the chemistry, and so forth, up and down, both ways. And today we cannot, and there's no use making believe we can, draw carefully a line all the way from one end of this thing to the other. In fact, we've just begun to see that there is this relative hierarchy. And so I don't think either end is nearer to God's. And to stand at either end and to walk out off the end of the pier only, hoping out in that direction is the complete understanding, is a mistake. And to stand with evil and beauty and hope, or to stand with the fundamental laws, hoping that way to get a deep understanding of the whole world, with that aspect alone, is a mistake. And it is not sensible either for the ones who specialize at one end and the ones who specialize at the other end to have such disregard for each other. They don't actually, but the people say they do. But that actually the great mass of workers in between, connecting one step to another, are improving all the time our understanding of the world, both from working at the ends and working in the middle. And in that way, we are gradually understanding this connection, this tremendous world of interconnecting hierarchies.
If you expected science to give all the answers to the wonderful questions about what we are, where we're going, what the meaning of the universe is, and so on, then I think you could easily become disillusioned and then look for some mystic answer to these problems. How a scientist can take a mystic answer, I don't know, because the whole spirit is to understand. Well, never mind that. I don't understand that. But anyhow, if you think of it, though, the way I think of what we're doing is we're exploring. We're trying to find out as much as we can about the world. People say to me, are you looking for the ultimate laws of physics? No, I'm not. I'm just looking to find out more about the world. And if it turns out there is a simple ultimate law that explains everything, so be it. That would be very nice to discover. If it turns out it's like an onion with millions of layers and we're just sick and tired of looking at the layers, then that's the way it is. But whatever way it comes out, its nature is there and she's going to come out the way she is. And therefore, when we go to investigate it, we shouldn't pre-decide what it is we're trying to do except to find out more about it. If you say, but your problem is, why do you find out more about it? If you thought that you were trying to find out more about it because you're going to get an answer to some deep philosophical question, you may be wrong. It may be that you can't get an answer to that particular question by finding out more about the character of nature. But I don't look at it. My interest in science is to simply find out about the world, and the more I find out, the better it is. I like to find out. There are very remarkable mysteries about the fact that we're able to do so many more things than apparently animals can do, and other questions like that. But those are mysteries I want to investigate without knowing the answer to them. And so altogether, I can't believe the special stories that have been made up about our relationship to the universe at large, because they seem to be too simple, too connected, too local, too provincial. The earth, he came to the earth. One of the aspects of God came to the earth, mind you. And look at what's out there. How can it isn't in proportion. Anyway, it's no use arguing. I can't argue it. I'm just trying to tell you why the scientific views that I have have some effect on my beliefs. And also another thing has to do with the question of how do you find out if something's true? And if you have all these theories of the different religions, have all different theories about the thing, then you begin to wonder. Once you start doubting, just like you're supposed to doubt, you ask me, is the science true? We say, no, we don't know what's true. We're trying to find out. Everything is possibly wrong. Start out understanding religion by saying everything is possibly wrong. Let us see. As soon as you do that, you start sliding down an edge, which is hard to recover from. And so with the scientific view, or my father's view, that we should look to see what's true and what may not be true, once you start doubting, which I think to me is a very fundamental part of my soul, is to doubt and to ask. And when you doubt and ask, it gets a little harder to believe. You see, one thing is I can live with doubt and uncertainty and not knowing. I think it's much more interesting to live not knowing than to have answers which might be wrong. I have approximate answers and possible beliefs and different degrees of certainty about different things, but I'm not absolutely sure of anything. And then many things I don't know anything about, such as whether it means anything to ask why we're here and what the question might mean. I might think about it a little bit. If I can't figure it out, then I go to something else. But I don't have to know an answer. I don't feel frightened by not knowing things, by being lost in the mysterious universe without having any purpose, which is the way it really is as far as I can tell, possibly. It doesn't frighten me.
So anybody know who that was? Was that Richard Dawkins? Maybe? I wouldn't recognize him. I don't know. Be interested. The first part, you know, the lecture part was very interesting. I like that. I like the way that he put that. And that's something that I've thought about before. The idea that whatever you want to think of it as, reality exists on so many different levels, and we don't really have the, even if we can connect one to the other and one to the other, you can't. It is very hard to see the whole thing at once, like he was saying with heat. Even just that concept to go, yeah, when you feel heat, like we understand the experience of feeling hot or feeling heat in the air or touching something and knowing that it's hot. We don't really have the capacity to like Richard Feynman? Alright, I'll have to look him up later. I've heard the name. I can't, like, put it to anything. I can't think of anything that he's written that I would recognize. But that one I definitely liked it more than the other videos that we've seen in there. And also, welcome Directory Following Live. Interesting name. Oh, look what I just stumbled upon. So, this makes sense to me now. I understand why, even though all of the other things that I couldn't figure out with the triangle thing would say, oh, I can't pass over here, this is not right. Right? This one makes it really clear. They're like, there's only, well, 4 ways to solve this puzzle. You can go through here or here, through here or here, and you can go through here or here. You have to go this one. Why? Because you're not allowed to touch more than one side of that square. And I see that now. It would have been... Oh, I gotta go up. It would have been really hard for me to derive that without seeing the little scribbles inside the secret ending portion. Am I blind? Is this not how you get up a mountain? Oh, it's that way. Fine. But yeah, you know, what I was saying with all of the, you know, motion of molecules as heat and blah, blah, blah. And it also gets crazy to think, and maybe at the time he was giving that lecture, it wasn't even the theory at that point, but, you know, quantum particles going, yeah, it gets even smaller than electrons, protons, and neutrons. And it makes you think, like, will we ever... Maybe there's something even smaller than quarks. Like, these are just things that they're just analog ideas that we're making up so that we can describe the results that we're seeing. We might not ever actually understand reality, so to speak, and that's okay. Up is relative when it comes to or as I'm so fond of saying, no, your other up. People, I say go left, they go right, and I'm like, no, your other left. What did you miss? You missed a very long lecture by Richard Feynman, which was better than the other Hexagon videos, in my opinion. Worth watching. That might also get blurred or whatever. Okay, so this has to go, it has to touch 3 sides, so it's going to go like that or like that. This one also has to touch 3 sides. This has to touch 3 sides, and touch 3 sides. So, what did that do? It closes behind me. Ominous. Alright, we can do this. Whoever it was that told me about this had kind of insinuated that this was going to be a difficult set of puzzles, right? Or at least that there were a lot of them. That this was a significant portion of the game, right? Oh my. Alright, let's go up here first. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Ooh. Hold on. Is that a puzzle? There's a step missing. Is that a puzzle? Till we get all the way up. Dial it back a little, game. This is too much. Alright, we're gonna start at the bottom. Like they intended us to do. Down is relative. This was the beginning. There's no... Alright. Alright, so this is it. This is the final place that we were meant to get to. Can I start at this end? Four and 4, 8 minus 2, 6. If I do something like this, is that going to be it? Actually, hold on. Oh, that's perfect. No, it's not perfect. Like, yeah, it is. First impulse was exactly correct. One, two, three. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's good to feel smart for a change. I mean, just look at this real quick. This would be one too many. actually, these are not rotatable, so we actually do, wait. How many is this? This is one too many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes. There's no way to just trim one off. Alright. Oh, we could... Almost. Nope. Love it. I love you, Rich. Never change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. I keep here's what's happening. I'm sitting here going, well, this has to be those 5. It doesn't. I keep forgetting that. We could go like that. No, that. See, there's that. And then there's that. And then there's that. Ha. Oh, and now the same puzzle, but with a little snip out of it. Fine. Can we do the same we totally can. My God, I'm smart. Let me just... real quick. This is everything. This works. I just need to do it from the right direction. I think I've got the meta of some of these puzzles down. Like as soon as I saw those 4 interconnected, I'm like, okay, so the solution has to include those, and then just use up as little space as possible, grabbing the other ones so that they all fit together. It's not always the solution. Sometimes they switch it up on you, but like again right here, if I go like this, is this the solution? It is. Yeah, they're making it too easy. Now the same thing here. If we try including... That's way too much. Yeah, it's way too much. Or are they faking us out now, and it's actually just that? Yeah. They trained us to care about the square shape, and then they left it out. That, yes. Fine, then I won't go there. I'll go somewhere else. Oh, and the exit's over there now. Okay. Well, then I'll oh, I can't. Then I'll just do this. Easy. Then I'll just do this. Can't I just do the same thing I just did? Oh, the exit's up there now. I want to exit up there. Go up. Almost. I can't include both of those because there just isn't a way. Those two shapes don't fit together like that. So both of these are excluded. I keep wanting to... It's rough that the exit's on that. Yeah, so I can't have that all the way in the corner. What if we back it up by 1? No. There it is. No! What if these are separate? No, they can't be. I can't put a dividing line here. It's not going to work. Unless... that almost works. No. I'm so stuck on wanting to put them as far down in the corner as I can, and that's not the right solution. This right here works, but I can't move it up, and I can't move it over. Can I... Oh! Ha! Okay. Opposite corner, that's all. Now you. These fit together in slightly more dynamic ways. So... Sure. Yeah, that's cool. I don't need people to, like, talk nonstop. I'm thinking use this one. No, maybe it's like this one and that one. Okay. Oops. I can almost do them separately, but not quite. Nope. Nope. I don't think I can use both of those squares. If we went here and there. Sure. Nope. Ah, it was finally the easy solution. Been waiting for that one. Oh my god. Oh my. There it is, like that and like that. Aren't you clever? Alright, so I need to find a shape that includes both of those, if I go like that and that, that and... Oh, but I can't block... Oh, okay. I'll do it from here. Just do that fits those, but not anything else. What if that was up like this? That doesn't work. It's also upside down. Oh, ugh. Maybe I should try this from the bottom instead. Cannot do. Can't rotate it. Not allowed. That's not gonna work either. It's got to be at least 3 tall, and it's got to be at least 3 wide. So there's not that many possibilities. And the fact that it's not 3 wide, and it can't be here, it can't be in the middle because they can't meet. That's it. I don't get any kind of indication. No indication that I've cleared all of this. Maybe nothing actually unlocks. This is all just for fun. Alright, this cannot cancel either of the asterisks. We need them. Oops. No. No. was my plan again? There. Jeez. Let's go with this instead. Trivially easy? Ugh. I don't know if I want to do that one right now. Yes, I do. These are rotatable. All of them. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We don't actually have to include that. We could just leave it sealed off like that, but I think we're going to use it. So if we go like this, this seems to be the good way of... whoops. Do this from the other direction. If we go like this, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we need 11. But this doesn't work. It's going to take a lot to connect all of those. Hold on. Okay, this is a little better. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we need 11. So we can add 2 more to make this complete. And... well, if it could have been these 2 right here, that would have been perfect. That would have actually been the solution. Oh. There we go. Okay. Right. All of these are the same color, I guess, and so is this. That seems to be the case. We don't get any indication. Okay. And so is that? I don't know how we're gonna... I wish I could tell how many different colors there were, because it's hard to tell. This and this, I assume, are the same color. Is there a... there isn't like a light switch or a thing that I can look through, is there? I'm expected to just bang my head. Maybe is it are these two the same color? Maybe. I don't think these three are all different colors. That's not how it works. This is either part of it, and it's not part of this. Those two are the same color. Alright, so we're going to do this in the opposite direction. Boom. Now, see, if this blue is different, it has to work like this. We'll call those yellows. Is it this? I can't even speak. Is that the same? Maybe it is. Maybe that's the same color. Who knows? I don't even freaking know. It looks yellow underneath. Yeah. Maybe all of those are the same color. This is the same color too? Do I like this? Alrighty, this seems impossible. These two purple... This is purple, this is like maroon or something. I feel like there should be a color filter or something that I can look through. There isn't. This and this are definitely different colors, so there's at least a purple and a yellow. There's definitely no way to separate all of these colors if these two are one color and these two are another color, because you can't draw 4 lines through an intersection. You can only draw 2. So I'll come back. I'll come back to this after I'm frustrated by something else. This will get me good and frustrated. Is this okay, it's not both sides. But we have to satisfy everything. Can I... Oh, they're all 3s. 3s, huh? That didn't undo anything, did it? No, I'm sure it's fine. So, how about this? Yeah. Yeah, we did it. Is it? No? Run that by me again. 3 in any direction and 1. Did not work. That's not gonna work. I don't know what I'm doing now. Why did this was fine? 3, 3, 3, and 3. It's not like the pillar doesn't count as a square. No, that doesn't work. Nothing of the sort is going to work. Alright. I thought my solution was fine, but I guess not. Oh, duh. Okay. Ooh. No. Yeah, that's no. This is the same thing I just tried. Almost. Two, 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 not two, up, up, up. Oh, that does work. Ha! Funny how that works. Alright. Shoot. I should have checked it first. My bad. Bleh. Oh, so let's try going to the right. We'll see if that works better. Oh, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Tricky. Tricky. How can there... Oh, right. I get it. Because they need to share exactly one, right? Blech. Yeah, it seems really difficult because you can't enclose all 4 of these and still get to the exit. This is the first thing I've seen that actually included opening a door. So I'm gonna go back to the stairs, and we're just gonna keep solving all of the little morsels that they've set before us. Hold on. It irks me because it's the rainbow puzzle that I can't get, and I want to be able to look through a filter or something and have that be the solution. Easy. No. No. Those ones are like no challenge at all. Almost. Wait, what? Is it just really hard to see? Why? They're clearly not visible. Is it just like a memory game? Weird. They've never done this to us before. Hold on. This is super weird. I know you're here, Rich, and thank you. You're doing a wonderful job lurking. And also hello to any other lurkers out there. It's like this, that, and then go up. Hang on. Run that by me again. If I go... May have gotten ice cream. I haven't had ice cream in a while. Oh, I see. So... I don't know that I like these puzzles so much. Fine. Wait. Is this... Is this already the top? Is there nothing left but the friggity rainbow? Well, the friggity rainbow and the one that opens the door. We'll do the rainbow first, I guess. Give me some Kappa Prides in the chat. Oh, no, wait. No, this is... Oh, it was an elevator. Oh, okay. And that I suppose I could have taken down, but don't want to. The elevator. Okay. Triangles. Love them. No. Oops. Really? Really? And I remember this door. I could never, like, get to the other side of it to unlock it and come in, even though it wasn't necessary. Screw around more with that later, but for now, I guess, back up the stairs. What? Is this gonna be tough? No. 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 Rich, don't forget, I can make Mikan the sub emote, and then you will have subbed for nothing. Except for the best waifu. Alright, so all that we really have to do is make sure that the yellows are separated into 2 and 2. And so are the blues. But it has to be exactly 2 and 2. There are very few ways to solve this puzzle. That? No, that's... Yeah, that doesn't work. Can't go over there, we're automatically wrong. Can't do that, or we're wrong. This is fine. This is not. So... Oh, why was that hard? Chiaki water bust. No, I think if I were to actually try to get the cat hood emote like that I already have here, that I'm pretty sure would be rejected because it's just the assets directly from the game, right? That's copyrighted. They won't let me have that. Probably. Alright, so all we're doing is unlocking doors to the outside. There's that. What did that do? Oh, it unlocked this. I'll go deeper inside once I do the rainbow puzzle, which just infuriates me. I can't figure it out. See, it looks, if I get close, it looks like the top, those two at the top, the blue and the light blue, it looks like they are the same color because they're both yellow underneath. But is that not how, oh, and the bottom ones are not. How did I not quite realize that? These, I thought that all of these were the same color, but no, they're not. I can't have it, Wretch. I can't. It needs to be shared with the world. So what I can do as a compromise is I'll put my Final Fantasy character, Kanjita, in a cat hood. Although it would help if, like, I might have to commission an art. I know a couple of people who stream on here who can actually draw. Those guys are all separate. This is the main thing. Let me mash my face up against this again. Those, out of those four in the middle, one of them must be... They can't. They just can't. That's all. I'm gonna go under the assumption that that blue, the blue in the middle, goes with the purple that's on the top right. It doesn't really make sense, but I'm out of options. which would mean, I guess, that these are all the same. These are all the same color. Everything is the same color. Let's look at this again. That's gotta be it, right? Come on. Accept my answer. On the okay, so along the border you can see where it's like purple. Seems to be like, oh, don't worry, there's only yellow and blue. No, this... Here's a thought. Look at how the... Maybe I can use this. I can use this as a color gauge. When I fill all of this in, it actually does turn color, right? Maybe there's only two here. There's just the ones that match the line and the ones that don't. I think you hear fireworks outside. Stop having fun, guys. Not sure how this was going to help. Yeah, let's do that. Let's fill in everything that matches it with an O. I suppose, right? This, 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 and everything that doesn't with an X, and we'll just assume that there's only two colors here? Yeah. Oh. Sure, all of those. Make this X, X, that one, X, So if we assume that that's correct, we want to do it like this way. This way. Oh, no, not quite. Like this, and then these, including you. And that. Well, that actually worked. Okay, on to the door of death. I did forget where it was. It's not up here. Did I play this already?
Just reading these well, picking the right takes, placing them.
Yeah, I don't think it pays to be too neat. You want to leave some traces of us for the Intrepid to find.
What do you mean? Any visitor to that island is going to hear quite a lot of us, if they look around.
Oh yeah, no, sure, but I mean, showing what's happening behind the scenes a little bit to ensure we keep some authenticity. If we get too concerned with saying a bunch of wise things in the least personally revealing way, then we're basically putting up a front, in danger of it becoming a false front. It's a slippery slope, and you know how easily we could slide into pomposity. I mean, nobody wants
Too late for that.
Would we notice if it happened? Or are we too close to the project?
Yes.
Look, I just think if we include some of our interactions, show that we aren't these transcendent, perfect beings, that we get stuck sometimes. We get into arguments or get depressed. Then at least it's not a false front. At least we're not hiding.
Authenticity is good, yes, but you can find human drama anywhere. I mean, we're drowning in it from day to day. We're supposed to be building a quiet environment away from drama, not celebrating it. Look, these are objects of contemplation. These are about focus and clarity. We agreed at the outset.
Yeah, I know. And I don't want to change any of that. Just a little added twist, you know, tucked away deep. It doesn't have to be drama, it's just reality.
Reality. So what, we should record a meeting and stick it in?
Maybe. But we already have some good stuff. Oh, like that little encounter the other week where you offered to buy a girl a sandwich?
Oh.
Her mic was running, so it's in the archive. Look, it's fine. In context, it's perfect. Because we're not lecturing from on high. These recordings are part of an endeavor built by human beings. And they aspire to truth with a capital T. But we also have to remember that they cannot actually get there. We should be clear to the Intrepid that we know this. I think it'll make it better.
Okay, sure. We'll at least see how it feels. I mean, on that island, we are going to be in very susceptible states. So, be careful with it.
Okay.
Seems I get to be the pioneer of being mildly embarrassed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and also, should probably let you know, I'm recording this conversation right now.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm serious.
Oh.
What? It will make it better. Trust me.
There was a little bit of Neo World. Yeah, they're not actually stating what the point of this is, what the point of the island is. This is oh, are we gonna get some light reflection puzzles? I gotta turn these on somehow. Oh. And that turns it back off. Well, alright. And there's more of those up there, but they're not enabled. So does this mean that there's a sound element to the puzzles coming up, or a timed element? Finish it before the record stops? That was too easy. Makes me uncomfortable. Why? I guess not every puzzle has to be extremely difficult, but... Still not that one. Yo. What does this mean? Why are they different colors? No, incorrect and moved back a puzzle. Wait, what was the one I... This was the one I finished before. The first time in a while that they have punished us for getting a puzzle wrong. I suppose? Maybe that is it. I didn't know it. Thank you. I guess I'm kind of past, like, saying, oh, I want to do this with no help. I didn't notice the colors, that one of them is white and one of them is orange. Still though, that means that I'm gonna have to go like that. No, impossible. Oh, I'm gonna get slammed on YouTube for this for sure. Having a Hall of the Mountain King in my video. Everybody knows that's copyrighted. Wait, the puzzle changed. Did it? No, that was wasn't it? No, I think you just have a bad memory. I see it. No, I don't see it. I'm sitting here like that's a 3. That must have looked very bizarre. I should have known. I should have freaking known. It actually is timed. The whole thing is timed. I'm like, this is a little too intense for solving puzzles. Freaking knew it. Also, you are a thing. Look at you. Look at you. Madness. So maybe it's not even the same solution every time. Who knows? This could wind up being frustrating. It's like, no wonder they were so easy. Because they want you to feel the time pressure. Can't rush genius. And these are different puzzles too. I wonder if I get it wrong, if I come back and it's different. Okay, I see. No, I don't see it. What? This... Like, alright, let me get it wrong on purpose. You get a new one. Ah. That's much better, I assume. There's no way to include that. Is that... Oh, no, I don't. Yes, I do. This is gonna take several tries. I now have a little bit more respect for people who speedrun this because clearly they have to, like, these are not puzzles that you memorize. Oh, no. I asked him. I did ask him. Don't worry about Rich. I did actually ask him if he would... Because really, my goal was to get through just the game without any spoilers or help or anything. After I beat the game, I was a little more open to, like, new, like, things that I hadn't found. No, if Rich... Even that is not correct. Oh, I'm wasting time. No! Oh, man. That's gonna have to be a thing, so... No! No, I feel like this one's not possible. I failed on purpose. I'll get a new one. I forget where I get the new one. Is it this? No, this is the same puzzle. My time here is This is the end. It's the death music sounding. No, Rich is one of my regulars. I assure you, Rich has done nothing that I didn't ask him to do. Now we get to start back at the beginning. He does like to start things. That is just one of his personality flaws that you gotta deal with. Yeah. We're flying through this. Oh, god damn. Of course, as soon as I say that. So first it's the one down here. Down, up. Down. There it is. No. Ah, I got tricked. Why are these ones tough? It's gotta be like this and like this. And now we're... Why is it so... It's always so hard to find the next puzzle. They don't put them in order. It's the same order every time, but I can't remember it. This had better be the last. Like, this has got to be the end. There can't be anything else after this. We're starting over. Kill the music. Record scratch. Play the Song of Time. Start the day over. I also don't know why those are up there. Because, yeah, one of the things that's hard to, like, take into consideration for, like, streaming is... I know Marstead struggles with this a lot, too. Like, you would like to be able to play the game the way that you'll enjoy it the most. And if I were playing this on my own, yeah, maybe I would have, like, really, really made absolutely sure that I, oh, jeez. Wait. Like that? Okay. Made absolutely sure that I never looked anything up until I completely 100% finished the game with no help at all. But I don't plan to, you know, stream The Witness for the rest of my life, which is what it would have taken. No. I'm gonna touch that thing in the corner. Similar to that. I got it. I'm an idiot. Is that the... this it? Under pressure. Oh, they are. Oh, I looked. Show the replay. I looked up there and they weren't lit yet. This... I feel like I really... How do you... When there's one in the corner like this... I can't go like that. I can't go like that. Maybe I... Oh! Wait. I've got it. You can only solve one of them. That's it, right? If somebody actually said that I didn't see. That is totally it. Some of them are impossible. Oh, I feel so much better knowing that. And now the same thing might be true here. I don't think they have not introduced that before. Puzzles that can't be solved. Look at these 3 puzzles and figure out which one. Because, of course, I'm used to looking at puzzles and going, that's impossible, and then figuring it out. Oh, this is so much worse. I was about to say I appreciate this, but no, it's actually torture. I think this is it. Yes. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. What? What is it? What the balls is this? Am I, like, hallucinating? What would you have me do, game? Not go farther out. I am very confused. Yeah, I guess that's I kind of missed that all that was going on, but yeah, like, Rich, you're clearly fine. Like, unmistakably asked you to tell me the answer to that at the beginning. I even asked you, like, for the how to do the triangle puzzle, which I ended up not needing, but... Man! Alright, so I got all the way through to here, and then these things up there were all changing. I didn't actually try walking up to the door to see if it would automatically open, but... And it did look like... I had enough time to, like, make it out this door, but I don't think the answer is out here. I guess I could go through all of that again. Oh, could I have gone around this side and done something? Maybe. Maybe. In the room with all of the things popping up, I didn't see anything on the walls. If I had passed by one of those panels and it had a puzzle on it, I think I would have noticed. Alright, let's try that again. I at least feel a little bit more confident about running around, and I'm so glad that I understand now that two of those 3 puzzles are impossible. That's why. And there's those at the start. They're up there, too. They were at the beginning, too, but they weren't changing. Or were they? We have loads of time now. Why did I say that? I should not have said that. Those up there. Dijkstra's algorithm, baby. No. Actually, I guess that's not Dijkstra's. Oh my gosh, there was a thing. these I am not good at solving quickly yet. Let's... Yes, yes, yes. Are there... That's not it. Okay, maybe there's another one. Oh, jeez. No, how in the... Is that right? 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. Okay. See, now I don't know if somewhere there's one more. These things are still changing. Oh! Okay, alright. No way. Oh. Well, how about that? So the 3 puzzles we solved, but I only was it 2? No, it was the. And the things up there had nothing to do with anything. They were just to aggravate me. Cruel of them to include that song. Although at least it was the whole song. I guess it's actually a several minute long song, which is nice. Huh. Yeah, the 2 triangle puzzles unlocked the 2 pillars. And then I was afraid I was going to have to do, like, all 6 pillars on both sides. And I'm like, no way. Not possible. Yeah, what's the deal with these? I'm actually going to write down those solutions, because I saw the other ones somewhere else in there, and I wonder if... I don't know, I just wonder. And then... and then, so now what happens if I go back? Right. Oh, it just shows them here too. Okay. There's nowhere deeper in here to go. Oh, I lied. There is. Oh, jeez. What are we getting ourselves into? No. When I was going through there and I hit the triangle part, I was like, we're done. We're freaking done for. Well, don't make it too obvious. Freaking circle, where are you? Come on, where do you start, you crazy leaf? Oh, we're above the hexagon room. I see. Oh, well, there is a circle. Oh, maybe I've already done this. Maybe I've done it from down below. This leads down to here? They gave me 2 hexagon puzzles at once. Oh, no. I get it. I understand now. This right here is the solution, and that would have been really obscure to like find this and then go to the beginning. But yeah, this is how you relight the force field. And man, you would have to be really observant to jot this down and then someday be back at the beginning and go, oh, I wonder if the solution is do that. That makes sense now. This is what unlocks that room. Although my and this leads to somewhere we have already been. Okay. Well, I'll leave this be for right now, because there was one other path I could have taken. See, I can see how someone would be like, would honestly say like, you shouldn't ruin the surprise like that. It was a solution that you could find within the game, but I asked. I was like, okay, it doesn't look like you can power the sun thing. Although it's still weird though, because you could do it as soon as you started the game, right? Maybe not. Maybe at the beginning of the game, even though the force field is there, the something isn't. I don't know. See, yeah, after I had some of the information, I assumed that maybe... God, wow. Must you triangles? Oh, you can... That's even weirder then. That's even weirder. They made it so that you can immediately do it at the beginning, or you can find that code and find out how to reseal it. And this is gonna be very difficult. I don't think I'm gonna start here, right? Because, well, we could, but I don't think we do. Why so many starting places? These look really hard to hit. I mean, that works. And I wonder if this, since there's 3 different exits, does that mean that this actually has, is it one of those modular ones where each exit leads to a different, no, probably not. Right. But that's the other thing that's weird, though, is that when you beat the game, it closes, and then when you open it again, you're at the start again. Almost as if to say, okay, start from the beginning again. Which I guess would be one way to unlock that room. Alright, let me... No, even that doesn't work. Ugh. Oh. Okay, that's good. See, I'm so not used to dealing with the triangles. They bug me. This is good so far, right? Yes, 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 yes. All the triangles are good so far. I can go like that, and then swing around and go like that. That's one way of doing it. No, I've messed this up. Oh. All of this looks great, and now I just need the exit. So maybe instead of hitting those at the beginning... Alright, we'll do exactly the same thing. Was it like... How did I do this? It's almost right. Let me double check. 1, 1, 1, 3, 2, 2. Well, actually, this isn't gonna. There's no penalty for getting it wrong. This was that door the whole time. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I guess let's watch the next Hexagon video. Which means I think I only have one left. So did I've been up there. Wait, is there a way to just walk back up there? I don't think there is. So have I done this puzzle? The hanging leaves? It's so obvious that I feel like when I came in here, if it was something you could do from the bottom, I would have. Maybe you can't. All right, we're gonna do the video first. It's YouTube time. Everybody, sit back and YouTube. From here, I did not do a very good job of drawing this, but I think it's, well, that must be wrong. Let's try that again. Sherlock.
How many of you here have personally witnessed a total eclipse of the sun? To stand one day in the shadow of the moon is one of my humble goals in life. The closest I ever came was over 30 years ago. On February 26th, 1979, a solar eclipse passed directly over the city of Portland.
Wait.
I bought my bus tickets and found a place to stay, but in the end, I couldn't get the time off work. Well, anyone who lives in Portland can tell you that the chances of catching the sun in February are pretty slim. And sure enough, the skies over the city that day were completely overcast. I wouldn't have seen a thing. That work I couldn't get out of was my first job out of college. A sales clerk at
This-
an old Radio Shack store.
An hour
in
long,
beautiful
I will not
downtown
bother to
Worcester,
stream then.
Massachusetts.
I will watch this offline. Thank
My
you for the
very
heads
first
up.
day behind the
I
counter.
greatly appreciate that. Oof.
Upon which
Oh god, he's still talking. Make him stop. They do like some of the even the little audio clips, some of them were like needlessly long. It's like my only complaint about the game is that there's just a little bit of pretension there. Some of the things are like I'm one of the I'm 14 and this is deep subreddit, kind of like that. I did really like some of them, but some of the others were like, you're going on a little too long. All right. I guess we made it all the way through that, right? There are still, of course, a bunch of environmental puzzles, which I never did, but there's no way. Like, there's no way I'm going to just find all of those without having to look them up or without having some kind of little guide. And plus, like you said, there is at least no known reward for getting all of them, other than just being able to say you did it, which is an accomplishment, let me tell you. I'm just running around in circles now. I guess that's it. I guess we're all done with The Witness. I did not find the last hexagon. Wait, did I have 2 hexagon puzzles? No, the second thing that I found was the the laser force field solution. All right, so we've seen all that The Witness has to offer now, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if I'm gonna jump straight to Super Hot. It would be nice to. Yes, we are one step closer to Berseria. I don't have. I don't know what the order of things is gonna be. Super Hot is gonna be next. The next time we play, we're playing Super Hot, and the other one that I'm gonna tag in is Monkey Island, the Telltale Monkey Island series. That's 5 episodes, so that's probably it'll be just like Back to the Future, where we do 1 episode every stream. Suikoden, I want to start sooner rather than later. And Tales. How many other short games do I have that I want to play through? I don't know. Although I keep assuming that Tales and Suikoden are both really, really long when they're not necessarily. But long in the sense that, like more than 6 or 7 streams, probably. So I would hate to get stuck in a rut if I were doing both of them at the same time and it was just, 2 months of nothing but RPGs. That might get old.